dare I say it out loud, on both sides of the aisle. We exploit migrants and migrant issues, and we lie to get votes. In a committee room this week, I said, in addressing hepatitis B, the majority of hepatitis B victims in America weren't born here. And one of my colleagues said, I won't let Mr. Garrett's xenophobic hate stand. You're entitled to your own opinions, but not your own facts. Google hepatitis B profile in America. 60% of, that's not their fault. I'm not blaming them. But stop lying to win political points. What is ICE doing? They're enforcing existing laws. They're law enforcement. Politicians who attack the foot soldiers for the rule of law are the problem. Business degree from Longwood. Nursing degree from Radford. One of the neatest things I've ever been able to do in my life was go into Sudan against the objection of Donald J. Trump's administration and get out 2 men who spent 2 years in prison for their faith. Remember the travel ban that said you can't enter the United States if you're from these 7 countries? Sudan was one. And I got those guys out. And Joshua graduated, the son of one of those men, from Longwood 3 years ago with a degree in business. And a daughter will graduate this year from Radford with a nursing degree. And 10 years ago, those kids were in a refugee camp because their fathers wouldn't change their hearts at the point of a gun. I wish God would use me for stuff like that every day. And they don't look like me, and they don't worship exactly like me, but they're human beings, and God loves them just like He loves me, and every single migrant. But criminal migrants, why are we protecting them? Our duty is to protect us, black, white, red, yellow. I love you, Mr. Speaker. I mean it, because God made you and me both in His image. But Rahm Emanuel once famously said, never let a good crisis go to waste. He could have just said, exploit vulnerable human beings to harvest votes. He could have said that, because that's what never let a good crisis go to waste means. So if I'm living in economic despair in a developing nation, and I have children and I love them, and my wealthy neighbor to the north says, hey, we have opportunity here, come on up, and I don't come, what does it say about me? So it's our fault. It is our fault, because we invited them, and then we exploited them for economic and political gain on both sides of the aisle. Shame on us. Stop blaming the tires if you won't shop for a new set. This has been, historically, and should be, a federal issue. I'm in a state legislative body. These 10 or so bills made it a state issue. All the people who criticize ICE in Washington, D.C. in particular, owe me one thing. They owe me, and they owe you, and they owe you, and they owe migrants one thing, a solution.